Hello, everybody. It's Kaneki. I come in the name of the Lord, and I just wanted to impart some encouragement to remember something really important about our God. Yeah, when it comes to everybody being included in the eye of God, in the love of God, the family of God, there are divisions and there are dividends that the mature in spirit can understand at heart. It might be hard on the mind because it will look hypocritical to the world, because the world is not from him, right? And what I wanted to impart about that when it comes to if there is a condemnation or whatnot, that our God is an all-consuming fire, and what an all-consuming fire you would think would leave behind would be ashes. It even consumes the ashes, but it's not desolate. It's actually given more life because he gives beauty for ashes. Yeah, those who are going to be in the most fear, if they are in a dividend of the entire family of God, not justified correctly. Um, we all fall short. Yeah, some people fall short closer. Some people fall short far behind, way far behind, and they'll know they're guilty. Yeah, and in that there's a fear, because in that guilt, fear is generated because you are thinking of consequence, and then you're thinking of uh, um, getting in trouble, right? And so you're like in fear. But then he gives strength for fear. Yeah? Um, those who are going to feel sorrowful because all of a sudden in their foolishness, they're going to be wizened just like that, right? And they're going to see how kind of foolish they were. This is what I believe. And in that, so much humility all at once, yeah, we cannot uh, maintain extremeness here in the duality, yeah. And so that right there is an extreme of humility all at once, and in that, the sorrow that they feel, right, it's gonna like be grief and sorrow because knowledge and wisdom will just be there, boom. And for sorrows he give gladness, right? And so it flips even for them, even at the lowest. And sometimes you have to hit that extreme low so that the extreme guilt can actually penetrate the pridefulness of the heart, soul, and mind that has been set free in faith but not regulated itself correctly in that freedom because it's never experienced freedom before. So how is it going to use it? Um, then what was I talking? Oh my gosh, I always do that. I go on tangents and then I forget what I was coming to. The point being is that he does have us all in the plan, if you think of it. But to remain in truth in the now, the bigger maturity of the Holy Spirit giving you more knowledge, wisdom into the insight of God's will, yeah, not man's will, um, you can be at peace and allow the hand of God to work, yeah? And that is trusting in what was guaranteed now within you, trusting that Holy Spirit. And one thing that I love about this is it also gives you um, different ways of looking at things that generate its very foundation of the Holy Spirit, which will never change. Yeah, and that is a mind of life and peace, walking in truth. Yeah, and so it wraps itself around any situation, maintaining its righteousness and then still being fed. Right? What what it had given me today was always be considerate. Yeah? And consider. So what I do is I remain considerate by considering all things. All things are permitted by heaven. All things are allowed. So I consider it. I'm considerate of it, and I'm considered of it. Yeah, but I allow the Holy Spirit to do the considering. Do you see? And so I remain open to everything, attached to nothing. But I'm anchored already. Yeah, in the truth. And so in that, I can't attach myself to anything that's false. Yeah, because it's against what my very source of strength, hope, power, inspiration, knowledge, wisdom, new insight, new confidence is, bigger guilt, but altogether a more pleasing live. Like live. I'm alive. It's not this exuberant feeling of, oh, I'm so alive. Not at all. It's so graceful. It's humbling. And it keeps you in a peace that is not lazy, lethargic, and is not weak in the sense of the spirit coming out. Yeah, like it's not going to be somebody who is so lethargic. Yeah, they're actually going to be people who can be boisterous at times, but they're still at peace. Yeah. It's just being able to be angry but be at peace. Yeah. And you know what? That's what it says too. Be angry and do not sin. In Psalms, yeah. Either be angry and do not sin, or be angry but do not sin. But one of the things was just, you can be angry, but how do you not sin? To be peace, to be peaceful in your anger, so that anger is not fortified in a transgressive, sinful state that is going to cause you to sin. It's actually that anger has been transformed, being at peace, being angry out, into what is known as wrath. You're in control, but it's scary. Yeah? So anyway, all things are permitted, and understand that we are all in the plan. But we all are thinking of the same consequence at the end of that plan. But that's where we go wrong. There are divisions of power. And even at the lowest division, God has you.